Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are gonna be beginning the narration and character voice acting for the side story Heart of Surging Flame. As voted by you guys on the most recent community vote on YouTube, this is gonna be the first of the two side stories that I put up there to be covered in this CC12 season and the final season of CC. And yeah, this is gonna be the first one. The other one we are gonna be covering the week after this, in potentially the later half of it. But, man, Heart of Surging Flame, the Obsidian Festival of 1097, the Arknights anime beach episode, the first one, and we have several at this point. But this is the first one, and it has everything you ever wanted. It's an anime beach episode. There is a absolutely metric ton of operators from Rhode Island that are going to be present throughout this story, and sprinkle in some catastrophe, and you have the perfect Arknights mix, I guess. But before we also begin properly with this, first and foremost, to anybody new watching and listening to this, hope you enjoy your stay. If you do enjoy what you're going to be listening through in this first part of the episode, do consider looking up other stuff in, or rather on the channel. If you just want to sit back, listen to old Arknight stories, and see some stuff that you've never had the opportunity to read and catch up yourself on, you can see it in the entirety here on the channel. And also, speaking of, considering this is technically the third side story that was added into the global client of the game, Granny and the Knight's Treasure and Operational Intelligence being the first two, very funny that we have the first three now completely covered. Well, essentially when you go in the list that you can see here on the left, we have pretty much everything covered in a row now at this point, besides the Great Chief Returns, which also brings me to the point, after this and next week is done, there's gonna be like 3 side stories in total that are still need to be covered here on the channel, and then we have them all. But that will be for another day. For today, let us properly begin with what is written here right in front of us. So then, Heart of Surging Flame of 1097, Obsidian Festival. The Obsidian Festival is in full swing in the town of Siesta. The Operators of Rhodes Island have come for a vacation as well. Not before long, they learned that the eruption of a nearby volcano is imminent, but it seems the town's government is trying to cover it up. In the midst of the summer heat, music and battle, Rhode Island will set out with the mayor's daughter, Ceylon. Will they manage to save the day? Well, dear text, only one way to find out. Now, quickly before we begin, I would like to showcase that this was the first side story that pretty much follows along how the main story is doing stuff. As a quick reminder, Granny and the Knight's Treasure, which came before this as a regular side story, not counting Operational Intelligence, because that was a vignette side story, so it's handled differently. But Granny was the first one, and it was pretty much just stages with cutscenes. And here we have the first proper introduction of, just like the main story, of cutscene stage, and then multiple cutscenes mixed in between stages. And it's very funny to look at this, but this is, I think, the side story with the most amount of cutscene only stages compared to anything else. I think in most cases we go up to like a 4 and a 5. This one is a 6. I can't remember if there's another 6 from the top of my head right now, but this is definitely unique. However, even though there seems to be a shit ton, especially because every single one of these stages does have a before and after part, some of these parts are super short. It still follows in the wake of how Granny and the Knight's Treasure was. But we do have another thing here, which is a similar thing to what was also present with Granny and the Knight's Treasure, and that is the fact that we have multiple here venues with stages, but these, for example, have nothing on them. They are just stages. However, the EX stages do carry story, so in the next part, which is gonna be probably the final part of this, we will cover the extra story that is here placed on these 3 stages, and there is some very foreshadowy and juicy stuff for future stories that would come in later, and some stuff that still technically needs answering. But you'll see what I mean when we get to those. Also, as a funny little trivia, or interesting little trivia, however you want to take it, this stage right here that I'm circling right now, OF-ST6, is something that was not present in, if I am correct, if I'm not misremembering, by the way, but I think this stage here is something that was added in the rerun. This was not present in the original run of this event. And you'll see what it is once we obviously get to the end. But for now, let us begin properly on OF-ST1, the first introductory cutscene. Titled Rock On. It took one whole week on the road to get here. For some, of course, the journey itself is part of the vacation. The sample data from the volcano monitoring station has been retrieved. Please look over it. Just tell me the results. Those people over there said that the sample's temperature has not yet exceeded the highest on record for this year. It's also not quite at the levels of the peaks from the past 3 years. The state of steam emissions is normal as well. So the station concludes that nothing abnormal will happen with the volcano, and your request for announcement has been denied once again. The mayor also... You've got to be kidding me! Although my methods may be a bit simple, I'm sure that there's something amiss about the sample here. The volcano was already in a precarious state last year. But they didn't even send a warning or make a news report. Nothing at all. Miss Ceylon, please calm down. If the monitoring station says that there is no abnormality, nobody will trust us no matter what we do. I'm sorry. Can we really rely on the monitoring station's data? To be honest, Siesta City Council doesn't pay much attention to this. Perhaps something is wrong with the detector. That would mean that the fact that the volcano has become abnormal is being covered up. So, what are you going to do next? I can't explain the current phenomenon based upon what I know. If we can't get an accurate report from those in charge, we'll have to turn to an outside organization. So far, things are stable here, and we still have time. Would we be able to find some professionals among the tourists here, if we took the time? Even though we can't expect to find the right people, nor can we expect them to reach the correct conclusion, this is our last chance. The tourists have already begun to pour into Siesta. After all, the Obsidian Festival is about to begin. If we don't act now, it'll be soon too late. "10:10 a.m. Clear. Siesta. On a broadcast. Dear tourists, welcome to Siesta, home of the annual Obsidian Festival. Thank you for choosing Siesta as your vacation getaway. You won't be disappointed. Here, scorching heat is turned into sizzling passion, freeing you from the stress and exhaustion of daily life. Immerse yourself in the charms that Siesta has to offer. This year, there's more to Siesta than just our sunny beaches and dazzling azure waters. Don't you forget about the Great Obsidian Festival. Over the next 2 weeks, there will be delicious food, fun activities around the clock, and last but not least, the greatest musical festival ever. We've invited the hottest names from all over the musical world as our special guests to bring you an exciting music festival you won't forget. During the festival, we've opened up various facilities and activities to the public, free of charge, so play to your heart's content. In Civic Square, the Rock Party and the unlimited supply of local beer are the stars of the show. Cut loose and lose yourself to the rhythm. Looking for something more leisurely? The Jazz Paradise is located just on the square of Herman Hotel and on 2nd Avenue. No rules and no limits. As long as you want to be here, we want you here as well. The Garrison Amusement Park is open 24/7 during the festival and boasts the biggest stage in the city. Other than the regular scheduled shows, we'll also have some special guest appearances. If you're a fan of rap, you're not going to want to miss out. In addition, there will be plenty of shows and activities throughout the city for you to enjoy. Please ask the staff, as well as the guards, for a map of the festival. We've marked the event locations, as well as their times to make it easier for you to plan in advance. But while you're enjoying the merriment, make sure to pay attention to the weather. Today's temperature is 96.8 Fahrenheit, the highest recorded this summer, or for you guys not on the Fahrenheit system, 36 Celsius. Please avoid staying in the sun too long to prevent sunburn and heat stroke. Thank you, and have a great time!
Siesta really is a prime tourist city. The atmosphere here is filled with excitement.
I didn't expect it to be this lively here. They've been holding one large event after another.
Neither did I. None of us expected it to be such a spectacular place. We originally thought it was just another normal coastal city. Thanks for the recommendation, Dr. Kaltzit.
Quick flashback.
I'm not interested in that place. Just go there yourselves.
Wait for me, I wanna come too.
Stop right there. You're not allowed to go since you're still recovering.
Poor Blaze. I don't mind a place like this. Her recommendations are definitely spot on.
Doctor, I'm happy as long as you're enjoying it here. We've been through too much recently. You deserve a break. A lot of our fellow operators have come with us, so let's all take this opportunity to relax. Doctor, look! Someone's playing the piano in public. Look, there are guitarists over there, as well as violinists. Wow, even dancers too. It reminds me of when I used to practice the violin every day. The streets give off a totally different vibe than the beach. This is my first time seeing so many performers in one place. It makes me want to join them.
You brought your violin, Amiya?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not really going to join them. If I wanted to get back to that level I was at before, I'd have to start practicing again.
But I don't think those guys are any better than you.
That's not true. But I'm still happy to hear you say that, Doctor. Hey, Sora? Ah, Doctor, Amiya. Good morning. Are you two also headed to 2nd Avenue? Good morning, Sora. I didn't know you were a fan of jazz as well. I thought you would have preferred pop music more. When it comes to music, I'm an expert in all the genres. Actually, I wanted to check out some other places, but the show near the hotel last night was way too loud. I couldn't sleep without earplugs. Even though it's great to be able to listen to music throughout the day, anything will get on your nerves if it keeps you up at night. Because the others got a bit too crazy last night, all I can do is take a little breather around here. It's a music festival, after all. That just proves how lively things are here. Guess so. A few of us here have never seen the ocean before. For example, Ifrit rushed out this morning yelling something like, "Here I come, ocean." We haven't seen her ever since. That's just like her. Technically, this ocean is really just a huge lake. As long as there's water and a beach, it's enough of an ocean for me. I'll be resting here until noon. After that, even a volcanic eruption can stop me from having the time of my life. That certainly is your style. Alright, I'll see you around then. Alrighty, Amiya, Doctor, have a good time as well.
Back to the broadcast. It is now 11 o'clock. Everyone, did you have a fabulous morning? Let's first enjoy a cozy siestan brunch as the merriment of the afternoon approaches us. Today a special guest will be joining us. Let's welcome Mr. Cronin, assistant to the mayor of Siesta and catastrophe messenger. Mr. Cronin, why don't you tell us a bit more about Siesta and its volcano? Welcome to Siesta, my friends. Siesta is home to lush mountains and clear waters, sunny skies and refreshing breezes, and the most passionate people in the world. Due to the rare and perfect natural environment that we've been gifted, Siesta is committed to becoming the best tourist hotspot and bringing you an unforgettable summer getaway. On this subject, let's talk about the Siesta volcano. Many tourists who are unfamiliar with volcanoes may have questions about this. Care to explain it to our listeners? Gladly. First, there's nothing to be worried about. Unlike what some people may think, the Siesta volcano is our friend, not something filled with mysteries and dangers. I can guarantee this as a catastrophe messenger, so please, rest assured. As you may already know, Siesta's development owes greatly to the Siesta volcano. Some of you may remember the catastrophe that almost hit Siesta a number of years back, but because of the volcano's protection, Siesta was totally unaffected. Speaking of which, Siesta has another special feature, Obsidian. Obsidian is believed to have the ability to suppress eruption, so it has become increasingly popular in recent years. That's right. The small number of infected in Siesta is the best proof of that. You may have heard rumors of, or even scientific theories from outside, but the reality within Siesta is the best evidence. Unfortunately, obsidian mining has been banned by the government in order to protect the volcano's habitat. Nevertheless, the trade of existing obsidian products is legal, so if you're interested in these products, please head over to the market. During the festival, shopping guides as well as souvenir stalls will be scattered throughout the city, so feel free to take your pick. The volcano has brought Siesta a precious gift, and it is our wish to pass this gift on to all of you. We hope that you will enjoy the festival. Thank you very much, Mr. Cronin. We will see you later.
Obsidian can keep eruption at bay? I've never heard about that before. And that catastrophe messenger, the way he was dismissing science made me a bit uncomfortable.
Wouldn't it be great if eruption could be cured so easily?
In remote places like this, many people still do not know about originium or catastrophes. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Of course ignorance is a curse. Skyfire Province. Good morning. Morning, Amiya. Doctor? What a coincidence to run into you guys here. Getting ready to hit the beach. We are just looking around. What about you two? We're going to take a look around the base of the volcano. The base of the volcano? Let me check the map. There's no mark on it. Is there some special activity going on there? No. Skyfire just suddenly felt like taking a field trip. And I'm a catastrophe messenger, as you know. Taking a quick survey of the land when I get to a new place has just become a habit of mine. As a researcher, I'm curious about the ecosystem of the volcano. We rarely get a chance to get up close and personal with a volcano after all. That's some serious dedication to be doing this during your vacation, Skyfire. Of course, for me, that's what a vacation is. Alright then, we have to get going. Bye. Then we should get going as well, Doctor. The largest beach in Siesta is just ahead of us. Let's go.
One mango martini smoothie, please.
Okay, here you go. A mango martini smoothie. 2 double scoops of strawberry tequila ice cream, please. Here you are. 2 double scoops of strawberry tequila ice cream. Coming right up. And you get a free waffle. Gumi. Oh, Amiya, and the doctor as well. Good to see you. Gumi, how'd you end up running a stall here? There's an entire food court by the beach. The sponsor gave the chance for tourists to show off their cooking skills. Given an opportunity like this, I naturally had to promote some of Ursus's local favorites. However, there are way too many tourists here, and I'm getting a bit overwhelmed.
Hey, miss! I like 3 cups of fermented bubble tea with pudding.
Coming right up! Oh, right, Doctor, can I borrow Amiya for a bit? Huh? If Amiya is helping me out, I'll be just fine. After we're done here, I'll take her to watch the show on the beach at night.
You should go, Amiya.
Alright then. Doctor, call me if you need anything, okay? So, Amiya, let me teach you how to use this machine. No, you gotta change your outfit first. Hurry over here. Let me get you into something a bit easier to move around in. Doctor, you make sure to enjoy yourself as well. Bye-bye.
Amiya should spend more time with her peers. Guess I'll take a look at a beachside open-air hotel by myself. Maybe I really should change into something a bit more summery. Hey, did you hear that? There was another fight at First Avenue last night. No, I live on 5th. I reckon it was another fight between fans. Ladies and gentlemen, male tourist B. Sure. Yeah. Jeez, talk about crazy. The way those guys were going at it. You'd think they killed the other guy's parents or something. Peace is best, after all. So, why do you take off that outfit of yours already? It's not every day we get to go on a vacation, so why are you all wrapped up like that?
Hey, were you not going to come tonight? Join us!
Ladies and gentlemen, female tourist C, the meme begins.
Don't tell me you're going dancing again tonight. Of course we're going. We came here to dance. Give me a break. Just go by yourselves then. I can barely feel my feet from following you guys the last 3 nights. Come on, it's still early. Give it a few more tries and you'll get used to it.
Hello, whiskey for 2.
Well, with the way you're dressed, you look a bit unusual for a tourist.
I'm a bit scared of sun exposure.
Even so, you came out all the way to the beach? What a weirdo. I suppose I'm one to talk though. Sorry about that. Let me put that one on my tab.
Weren't the drinks supposed to be free?
So, what do you think about this budding city? I'm quite fond of her, you see. Youthful, but maturing well.
Are you from here?
Though I wasn't born here, this place is my home now. And I'm willing to pay a lot in order to protect it. No matter where people are from, they all hold the same love for their family, right?
Boss, Mr. Cronin is looking for you.
I know. I still have work to do. I'll be off then, stranger. I hope that you too can fall in love with this city.
What a friendly person. I guess. Have a call?
Hey, Doctor, can you hear me? Is there anyone by you? I have something very serious to report. It's something that may influence whether the city lives or dies.
And we continue on to stage number 1, titled Made of Lava. A sizzling summer with thrilling music. Could this festival get any better? However, perfection tends to be short-lived as a massive crisis approaches without warning. So let's begin.
Province? Province, you're absolutely positively sure I can't burn this place down to the ground? All these useless branches and weeds are really getting on my nerves. This is the 10th time I've heard you complaining this hour, Princess. Besides, I originally planned on just checking out some stuff alone while collecting some samples for eyjafjalla along the way. You offered to join me in this investigation yourself, so nobody's forcing you to stay if you can't handle it. Right now, the others are having fun at the beach. You should join them instead of going through this mess here with me. I can't leave you alone, not with your tendencies. Even though you're a catastrophe messenger, only my knowledge can keep you safe in this kind of fire hazard area. All the more reason we can't set this entire mountain on fire. Even though I know this is your specialty, we're on vacation this time. It'd be best to keep a low profile. Otherwise, Amiya and the doctor will end up having to clean up the mess again. Fine, for their sake, I'll try to put up with this a bit longer. Hey, do you see that black-colored outcropping over there? Looks like it might be obsidian. Let's go check it out. Careful now, don't just go around running around, and especially don't set stuff on fire. Keeping her in check is more tiring than the investigation itself. But something's off. Even if it's summer, this kind of heat doesn't seem natural. Big Tail? Hey, Big Tail! Wait, you mean me? Did you notice a weird smell earlier? Now that you mention it... Very faint, but it's definitely there. The volcano is expelling more gas than expected, and the test rune eyjafjalla gave me is reacting. By the looks of things, this place is going to go up in flames even without my help. Something doesn't seem right about this volcano. But the most we can do is turn to eyjafjalla for confirmation. Over here, we can get some samples from this outcropping. There, that should be enough. We can do some preliminary tests on this sample with our equipment before sending it back to Rhodes Island. Eyjafjalla should be able to turn the test results around right away. Just based upon how this obsidian feels to the touch, I can't say for sure, but there's something different about it. Also, taking the smell and the temperature around here into consideration, I can't say for certain, but... What are you trying to say? Spit it out already! Come at me! What are a few slugs going to do? I'll take you all out right here! Curses! The hem of my skirt got stuck. Can anyone hear me? Why are there so many ruginum slugs here? No, stay away from me. Someone, help me! Someone's calling for help. It's coming from the beach. Let's hurry over there. Hey, wait for me!
Yep, this is gonna be a quick fire through the stages. Anyway, continuing on to the after portion. So, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's how we met Ceylon in the forest at the base of the volcano. I have a question. Did you really have to give an entire dissertation on how you saved me? I'm with the lassie here. Plus, did I hear you say something about how you found me annoying? You must have heard me wrong.
Regardless, what's important is that everyone is safe.
Well, even though it's rather late for this, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ceylon Doikos, and I'm a graduate of Victoria National University as well as an Originium researcher. I'm also the daughter of this city's mayor.
The mayor's daughter?
Who would have expected the mayor's daughter to be wandering around alone on the volcano? Well, academic curiosity necessarily comes with its share of dangers. Let's continue talking about that volcano. Thank you very much, strangers. Don't mention it. But what brings you here alone? Isn't this a bit too far a long walk on the beach? Judging by the tools you have on you, Province. She's here to investigate just like us. Huh, is that so? She has a notebook with her, but she's also dressed to their nines. I'm assuming she's not just a simpleton, then that means... She had a flash of inspiration and rushed out of the house without even bothering to change and then ran into trouble while still dressed like this. I can't begin to tell you how many dresses I've gotten burned this way. Don't you think that's just a little abnormal? Well, setting aside the thing with the dresses, you've pretty much got the gist of it. I do have to say, it's rather dangerous to do that, especially if you're not prepared. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, you could even come empty-handed and still be fine. Anyways, thanks for saving me. Come find me after I get back to town, and I'll be sure to repay you. However, I have something important to do right now, so pardon me for my rudeness. Oh, if you're still busy, then sorry for interrupting. However, it's best not to go to the volcano alone. You should know how dangerous it is by yourself, since you've got attacked by those originium slugs. Well, that was just an accident. I was in a hurry, so I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. I grew up in this city. If the originium slugs really are that dangerous, the mayor should have done something about it. Alright. However, if you ask me, I'd say they gathered here for a reason. Nothing's different about this place, so why would... Wait, agitation due to changes in the environment. So that's what's going on. Thank you, I have another line of evidence. Province, by the looks of things, she reached the same conclusion as you. Even though I'm not an expert on volcanoes, I do have a degree of understanding as a professional and comprehensive scholar. Could you two also be here to look for proof? Proof that the volcano is going to erupt?
The volcano's going to erupt?
An unusual and irritating odor, a higher temperature than normal, and aggressive originium slugs. Also, based on the presence of these infected creatures, this may be no ordinary volcano. The mining companies would go crazy if they found out that there might be originium in this volcano. Not many people know about the actual conditions of the volcano, and information about it is controlled by the city council relevant departments. Agitation due to environmental changes. At least that gives me something to work with. I've been looking for experts in this field to help ensure the safety of the city and its residents. Please help me and the city of Siesta make it through these dangerous times.
Alright, and we shall continue on to the cutscene only stage, titled Break Free. When paralyzed by a lack of information and preparation, it is recklessness, rather than caution, that has the ability to break the impasse.
Finally, through comparing isotopes and analyzing various samples, we've basically been able to confirm your hypothesis. The frequency of volcanic activities has without a doubt been rising abnormally. Though there is no imminent danger of a catastrophe, we cannot ignore the danger. In 2 to 4 weeks, the volcanic activity will reach a critical point. Expect a catastrophe to occur at that point. If possible, I would recommend beginning evacuation efforts as soon as possible. To summarize, that's the conclusion I've drawn from the information you provided me. That's eyjafjalla for you. She can even give a 40-minute lecture over the phone. Doctor, did you understand all of that?
I understood the gist of it.
Wow, that's amazing, Doctor. I couldn't understand her at all. Seeing those two over there, I thought I was the only one who wasn't getting it. It's expected of eyjafjalla. Even I felt like I was just put through a seminar. I see, so that's a true professional. I never knew the data could be analyzed like that. I didn't expect to be presented with such a good learning experience. Jeez, I should have written it all down. Even though the information we have right now is far from comprehensive, I've reached the same conclusion as you have. The volcano has most likely become active once more. Unfortunately, I can't be there to further delve into why it has become active. Sorry, if we had a bit more on-site information, we'd be able to better predict the activity cycle. That way, we'd be able to evacuate the citizens more easily. We all know that you're passionate about volcanoes, eyjafjalla. You've already been a great help. Thank you very much. I'm glad I had such a professional team like yours to help me confirm my findings. Something might be wrong with the detector in the monitoring station. It hasn't detected any abnormal readings so far. By the looks of things, my efforts were worth it. We've got to send news of this to the city council, otherwise the result could be devastating. You're telling me that Siesta didn't even make any emergency plans for a possible catastrophe before hosting such a large-scale event? The people here probably haven't even considered the possibility of a catastrophe, let alone made preparations for it. My father went to the new development zone to conduct business about 3 months ago and won't be back for a few more days. Now, his secretary Cronin is responsible for everything. Cronin is also the city's catastrophe messenger. When we take the data and the samples down to the city hall, he'll be able to understand the situation. Even though I'm the mayor's daughter, I rarely get involved in the government's affairs. But now that we have definitive proof, I might be able to get some help from the family. Doctor, I have an idea. I want to head to the volcano again to check on that reason that eyjafjalla mentioned. Can you help Ceylon out while I'm gone?
You're entering the volcano? Isn't that a bit too dangerous?
Catastrophe messengers always put their lives on the line for their work, so don't worry, I have plenty of experience with this kind of stuff. Although I'll only be able to call you from the hotel, I'll be sure to stay connected with the doctor. I'll also come with you. Huh? Not a problem with that. I can't just let you go alone. What if you ruin all the precious data? Of course I have to go with you. Alright. By the way, do we need to notify Amiya first? Nah, it's fine. It's not that serious. As long as the doctor knows about it, we're good. So if that's all settled, let's get going, Doctor. Please prepare everything you need, and we'll head for the City Hall at 2 p.m.
No problem.
That about wraps things up. I suppose I can finally relax a bit. Doctor, here's some tea I brought back from Victoria. Would you like a cup?
Sure. Tea.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I surely did. Let me take another sip. Anyway. Sound effects. You're welcome. Anyway, stage 2. To be continued. The show must stop, but there are those who disagree.
Cross Civic Square, and the highest building over there is the City Hall.
What's up, everyone? Thank you all for coming out here. This is DDD. Thunderous cheering. We're all gathered here on this scorching summer day for the same purpose, and that is the audience in unison shouting music. What was that? I couldn't hear you. Give me your loudest voice and let the whole city know what you want. Shouting music even louder. In that case, put your hands up! Let's go!
This is an everyday occurrence during the Obsidian Festival. After all, the concerts are one of the most beloved things about the festival. The major concerts start at night in Garrison Amusement Park, while at daytime you can see small concerts in every district.
I'm already getting pumped up.
But you know what? I studied in Victoria, so I prefer more elegant music and classical. Even though classical artists are invited to the Obsidian Festival, this kind of music is more attractive to the tourists. It started trending the last few years or so. When I was younger, jazz was all the rage. I love spending the day on 2nd Avenue with a few books with me. I can stay an entire day in one of the cafes, listening to music, having a cup of green tea, and enjoying the sea breeze. It was then that I thought Siesta must be the best city in the world.
You must really love the city.
Of course, this is all possible due to the support I have, including from my family. Besides my father, someone close to me works at the city hall here. You'll meet her soon. With her help, it'll be much easier to determine how serious the problem is.
It sounds like you really trust her. Are you talking about your mother?
My mother died when she gave birth to me. After that, my father buried himself in his work. Since I was little, she has been taking care of me as my bodyguard. Her name is Schwartz. Whenever my father was busy with work, she patiently kept me company. Though we're not related by blood, she treats me just like a sister would, so I consider her to be an important part of my family. I'll introduce you to her when we meet. Look, Doctor, we're almost there. Let's head straight in.
Mr. Cronin, Miss Ceylon would like to see you. What important matters bring you to the city hall, milady? Everyone is busy organizing the festival right now, so I'm afraid there is little time to spare.
Cronin, I'll get to the point. The Siesta volcano is likely to erupt soon. I can't say exactly when, but it could be as soon as the next few days. In other words, all these citizens and tourists will be in danger. We need to start evacuating them and help them find shelter. We must stop the Obsidian Festival right away.
Oh, milady, do you know what you're saying? Anyone else would have been driven out the moment they talk to me like that. But because you're special, I'm willing to explain it just for you. You don't have to worry about the volcano issue at all. Even though I don't know where you got your information, I can assure you that it's nonsense.
Are you kidding me? There's plenty of evidence that suggests that the volcano is active again and will likely erupt soon.
Such as?
Agitation of the eruption slugs living there, unusual changes in temperature, and a strange smell. The conclusion should be obvious. If you don't believe me, read the material I brought. It contains a detailed analysis and the conclusion.
Obvious? Did you go interview the Originium slugs? Or maybe the hot air? Or that strange smell? I don't quite understand. What do these baseless numbers have to do with this so-called imminent eruption? All I know is I designed the volcano observation system. The mayor built it, and it is still working well. Right now, the Siesta volcano's parameters aren't much different from previous years. If anything, they are even more stable.
What are you talking about? The truth is right before you.
You're a catastrophe messenger, and you don't even know this much. And who exactly are you?
The doctor is from a professional organization with colleagues who are experts in volcanology. These parameters were examined by the analysis from their specialized department.
I see. I see. I get it now. So it was you bunch who managed to fool the mayor's daughter. Strange visitors.
What are you talking about?
Milady, isn't it obvious? You were duped by this faceless stranger.
Cronin, what are you trying to say? You don't even believe my word?
What I'm saying is, you've been studying abroad, so you might not know this, but many people are jealous of Siesta's development. These kinds of people appear every year. They've tried every trick in the book to try to stop our development. Blackmail, explosions, assassinations. They've even targeted no-name people like me. Of course, This is not the first time that someone has tried to spread rumors about this so-called volcanic eruption. However, it is the first time one of these rumors has even been able to deceive someone like you. I must say, these grifters must have done their homework on the mayor. They even knew that you just returned from studying abroad. And look at their nerve, marching into City Hall like they own the place.
You're right that I didn't know about this, but I'm telling the truth. There's no way I'd just trust any stranger who shows up.
As far as I can tell, there is no difference between this doctor and the swindlers I've encountered in the past. There's no depths to which they won't stoop in order to take away the city. You're jumping to conclusions. Jumping to conclusions? Huh, that's what all you swindlers say. Milady, you're still young, so things like this are bound to happen sometimes. But don't worry, these swindlers will be punished accordingly. This I promise you. Security, take them away. Yes, sir.
Cronin, you won't even listen to me now? You won't have your way as long as I'm here?
What a pity then. I can't just stand by and watch you disturb Siesta's order. Hurry and arrest these con artists already. Also suppress Miss Ceylon as well. Don't hurt her though. Just let her calm down a little. Ceylon, watch out. And hurry, we need to get out of here. And we move on to the second part.
Quick, Doctor, let's head towards the beach. There are a ton of tourists gathered on the beach, so we'll be able to blend into the crowd and shrug them off.
Stand still!
You wish.
Huh? You're...
Schwartz, great. You're finally here. I'm so glad you're here. What's going on with Cronin? Doctor, she's the one I was telling you about.
Milady, Master Doikos is currently out of town. You ought to listen to Cronin.
Schwartz, what are you saying?
Let's head back to Cronin now and hand these people over. I do not wish to resort to violence, milady.
Schwartz?
Yep, that scene was as quick as you just saw. Anyway, we are moving on to stage number 3, titled Race Walking. With just a single phone call, you can get all the help you need, even when you are on the run. How reassuring.
Schwartz?
Cronin's orders are now the mayor's orders. Everyone, go. Tie these people up. Don't hurt Miss Ceylon.
What? Why? Do you also think I'm doing this for fun?
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk. They're currently fleeing towards the beach. Damn, it's too crowded. We won't be able to give chase. Call the sentry at the beach. Surround them. Get back here. Huh? Doctor, go. I'll handle things here.
Huh? You're...
Ceylon, let's get out of here first.
Wait. Doctor, I'm tired.
We finally made it to the beach. I can't run any longer, either. Milady, please come back with us.
No.
Don't hurt Lady Ceylon. As for the doctor, do as you please.
How dare you treat the doctor like that?
It burns! Ah, it burns! Where did him come from? Ah! My butt! It's on fire!
Hey, Doc. You're having fun again. Why didn't you call me?
It's just a runt. Show her what we've made of.
Perfect. I was just starting to get bored. Doctor, you look even paler than before. What's wrong?
Ifrit, try not to go overboard.
Fine. Alright, medium rare it is.
We are blasting through them. Anyway, moving on to the after part. Hot! Ah, I'm burning! Ah! Ugh, my hair! Ah, fall back! Fall back!
See? Nothing's more fun than a good scrap, Doc. Oh, that reminds me, Doc. Because I saved you and didn't go overboard like you asked me to, you better not tell Silence about this. If she finds out about this, she's going to assign me more homework for sure.
No problem.
I knew that you're a nice person, Doc. An Norwegian-powered flamethrower with such power too. You must be a very skilled caster. You're right on the money, Missy. I'm super powerful. My name is Ceylon. Thank you for saving us. Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm just doing the right thing. Hey, Doc, this lady is really polite. What should I be doing now?
Just smile.
Oh, I'll try then. I forgot that I left the meat on the grill. Gotta get going. Doc, Ceylon, come and find me afterwards if you want some barbecue.
And there she goes.
Doctor, let's also hurry back.
Doctor, I'm glad you're fine.
Thank you very much, Mr.
You can call me Helliger. Just like the doctor here, I'm also from Rhode Island. Doctor, do you have a minute? I need to have a few words with you, alone. Okay, and we move on to our final part for today, titled Under the Gun. When the one you trust most has betrayed you, are you willing to believe that she has her own reasons, or are there no justifications for betrayal?
Would you be able to walk around a bit with me, Doctor?
I'm a little worried about you.
Doctor, did you know, when I was a child this beach wasn't as busy. I used to like making sandcastles by myself. The city's getting better and better every year, thanks to my father. My father and I, well, don't talk a lot. I've always wondered which is more important, the city and the wealth it brings, or me. My mother died when she gave birth to me. Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I think about if that's the reason why he doesn't like me. And it feels like he doesn't care if I like him or not. Ever since I can remember, he has rarely been at home because of business. Rather than father and daughter, we're more like two strangers living under the same roof.
Quick flashback.
Schwartz, I want to go observe the ecosystem of the beach. You mustn't, milady. Master Doikos said you must not go outside without good reason. But I'm tired of reading the same old books here. Schwartz, you're no fun at all. My apologies, milady. This is for your safety, though. It's dangerous outside. But won't you be with me? Are you going to put me in danger? Of course I wouldn't. So what's the problem then? Let's go! In that case, please do not stray from my sight.
Back to present.
One could say that back then, having Schwartz at my side just felt like a simple fact of life.
Hurry up! These ornaments are for tonight's concert! We'll be in trouble if we don't make it on time.
Oh, that's... If I remember properly, he's the grandson of the owner of the Mockingbird Cafe on 2nd Avenue. I used to go there a lot. The old storekeeper was a kind man. His wife had already passed away at the time, so he decorated the cafe with her favorite flowers and bonsai trees and put on their favorite music. But he did say that he was getting too old to run the shop and would pass the business over to his grandson. Time sure flies.
Flashback.
Why's that? Because I have oropathy, my lady. It's bad for your health to come too close to me. Please call upon me only when it is necessary. What's that? Does it hurt? It doesn't hurt, but I will die because of it. There is no cure for this disease, my lady. And I just have to find a cure then. Huh, just you wait. One day I'll defeat that illness and snatch you back from its jaws.
For those of you who are curious how that one is going, I would highly recommend to either read yourself through the operator record, or I will leave a link to the video of the operator record for Ceylon that was released over the past year, which does touch upon this topic and does say, or rather leaves with quite the statement. So just look at the description of the video for the link to that one. Anyway, continuing.
The reason I became an Originium researcher was because of her. I wanted to cure her. That has always been the thing motivating me. I even went to Victoria to pursue this dream. However, Originium research is very difficult. At the beginning, I couldn't even grasp the basic concepts and felt like giving up. But I persevered. Victoria is also very far away, and I couldn't get used to it at first. But now I feel like I'm more of a Victorian than a Siestan. Doctor, could it be said that everything I said, that everything I have is an illusion?
Flashback.
I'm willing to pay anything to protect this place.
I don't know. She might be struggling too.
Then what is it? Something she can't even tell me about? Besides, no matter what she's struggling with, that much is inevitable because of the sins she has committed. Doctor, do you think I should give up?
I can't answer that for you. But you are a true Originium researcher. Can we vanquish oropathy? Can we save the infected? Will there be an end to these tribulations? If there is, I can't see it. I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer. Can I just give up? Yes. But I don't want to. Perhaps the land we've been born into is blighted. But the things that you've done have not been in vain. Believe in the choices you've made.
You're right, Doctor. Your experience really shows. Looks like I still have a lot to learn. First, I need to stop being sentimental and start by finding the proof. If they are really putting citizens in danger on purpose, I'll do everything in my power to stop them. Because I believe in my own decisions, I'll fight to save the city, even if nobody else will.
Well said.
Oh, Mr. Helger.
By the looks of things, you found your answer.
Mr. Helger, Doctor, could you hear me out? No matter what, I don't want to see the citizens being put into danger. That's my #1 priority. The largest broadcast tower here is located by the Garrison Amusement Park. It controls the city's entire broadcast system.
The broadcast tower?
However, it's controlled by Cronin's henchman. He often appears there to speak to the citizens. When the major concerts begin, everyone's going to be gathered by the stage. Cronin's men are going to be having their hands full trying to keep things orderly. As long as we control the tower at that time, we can spread the news throughout the whole city. So I'm asking both of you, please, lend me your aid.
Alright then. And this is gonna be where we're gonna leave off for today. The characters have been introduced, so has the plot, so has our titular bad guy, and yeah, pretty much everything is set up. Next time we shall pretty much finish this entire thing off in one go, and also do the usual with including the battle stage, and obviously including the cutscenes that are present on the EX stages, like I said at the beginning of this video. But that will be for next time. For now, thank you very much for listening, and if you've enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it. It helps me a lot and means a lot to me, of course, and as well, if you are new to the channel and enjoyed this narration and for some reason I'm losing my voice right now, please consider subscribing, and let's get this channel up as far as it gets. Anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.